Hello and welcome to an episode of Historically Mart. I am Jason and this is a Hungry for History edition. This is the first one I've done. This is actually the second one I've done since when I went to Syracuse when I had those salt potatoes. Well, now I'm going to try another regional food, this time here in Kingwood, West Virginia. And it's about buckwheat cakes. Now, the Pomeroy Foundation put out at least 14 Hungry for History markers, as I mentioned in that video. And they're mostly, unfortunately, spread across the east as well as the south. But I hope it's a work in progress as they try to put some more of those markers that advertise local dishes that you can't really get anywhere else. And here, this will be my first time eating buckwheat cakes. Now, yes, they are like pancakes. Now, we've all had pancakes, you know, the thick or thin. Maybe you like Denny's, your favorite restaurant, your local restaurant that is, or maybe you've had McDonald's hot cakes, or you've had Aunt Jemima, or I'm sorry, Pearl Milling Company, my bad. And a lot of times, of course, I'm sure 90% of people eat pancakes with syrup, and as I do. I've tried eating them plain, but yeah, it just doesn't work out. But I'll go ahead and read the marker, which is just right behind me. That building over there is the Kingwood Fire Department. So 3 years ago, they put the second Hungry for History here. Let's see what it says. Popularized in 1938 by Preston County farmers who grew the crop, buckwheat was milled into flour and made into thin cakes served with syrup. And this was the second one put up. So I was doing some research on buckwheat cakes and I wasn't able to find very much historical information, but I do know it is available in a lot of different parts of the world, as well as Asia, Europe, and here in the United States, this seems to be the only place you can get them. Now, I've also heard you can get them in New York and Pennsylvania, as well as Maryland. But here in Preston County, West Virginia, they do take buckwheat cakes really seriously. There are a few eateries that claim to have the best buckwheat cakes, and other people have written reviews on Yelp and Google and Facebook saying the buckwheat cakes are the best. This place here, and I did choose a place to go, and it's just right around the corner, right over there. It's called the Down Home Cafe. But other than that, I definitely can't wait to try them. I've seen a photo of them, and they look really good. I mean, hopefully they're not your average pancakes or hot cakes. And on the back it says the same thing, and that's fine. Now, as far as more historical information, in Europe in the 19th century, buckwheat cakes were popular, as well as other things related or made with buckwheat flour because of crops being devastated due to the potato blight. And Preston County does have a buckwheat festival. No joke. I mean, every town has its an interesting festival. Like Collinsville, Illinois, back home near where I live, they had the Horseradish Festival and the Ketchup Bottle Festival. But I'm going to go ahead and make my way down there. And this is Down Home Diner. Be sure to check the hours before coming here. They are open early, but they're usually closed at 2, and they're closed on Tuesdays. But I would check with Google, even though sometimes they're not always right. And they also do not accept plastic, like credit cards or anything, or checks, cash only. That's fine, because that's why they got some good, reasonable prices. Alright, so these buckwheat cakes just came to me. They smell good, they smell like wheat, not surprisingly. So I'm gonna they recommend putting butter on them, which I will do. And then I got some butter spread on there, and then I'm gonna put some maple syrup. Because, yeah, what is pancakes without syrup? Alright. Gonna cut it up a little bit. I know I'm breaking the rules, not putting a knife on there. But alright, you're gonna witness me putting buckwheat pancakes for the first time. Alright, check it out.
That's probably what I should have told you.
Mmm. Got a nice flavor to it. I mean, they do kind of taste like pancakes. I mean, they're not really thick. And they just melt in your mouth. That's the best way to put it. And they also have like molasses kind of flavor. Maybe it's just my imagination. I don't know. But either way, I like what I'm tasting so far. Oh yeah, these do not taste like your average pancakes. I mean, take it from me. I mean, they do have the little bit of texture like pancakes, but not really. I don't know. I just don't know how to describe it in words, to be honest with you. Oh man, I am stuffed. You wouldn't believe. I had 5. I mean, it was all you can eat buckwheat pancakes, but I had it brought to me twice, so it was cool, very filling. Just usually the way it goes with pancakes. All right, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked Hungry for History Edition. All right, I hope you learned something about buckwheat pancakes, and I hope you get a chance to try some if you haven't already. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I am Jason in Kingwood, West Virginia, signing off.